Good morning, this is Kip here at Thousands of Roots, and in case you are new to our channel, you don't know what we're all about, we are here in the Ozarks of Missouri. We built an off-grid cabin, 20 by 20, a tiny house. We bought 20 acres and we're building a homestead here, basically from scratch. I have 6 children and we are on a journey to create a place where we can have abundance using permaculture concepts, permaculture design. And today we are continuing to work on putting in the garden, our kitchen garden, and we're putting in this garden permaculture style. I'm going down to a neighbor's house to pick up some wood chips so we can add some wood chips, some more wood chips to this garden. And right here at the beginning, while I'm thinking about it, you know, we don't do many shout outs to other channels, that sort of thing, just because honestly, I'm so busy and I'm going. I just don't even think about it. So please forgive me for not thinking about such things. I want to give a shout out to a couple channels, family favorites of ours. We keep up on all of their vlogs. Thinking about Texas boys. I just want to say them first because I'm just so proud of those boys. They're so awesome. Texas dad, he's a great man. Texas mom, just you can tell, loving, tender mommy. And they're doing permaculture design work as well. So love them, love that family. As well, I want to give a shout out to Big Pond Farm. We also really enjoy them. They're a great family, a lot of gardening, mainly gardening they do. They do have ducks and chickens, but most of their videos are really about gardening and family life. So we really love them. Tiny Notes from Home, if you don't know them. Sounds Like Rain, fantastic Christian family. They have a lot of beautiful music and family-oriented material on there. Oh, Jordan Michael Tuesday, we also enjoy them. They do, really their main focus, he does Bible lessons for children. So Jordan Michael Tuesday, might want to check them out. Okay, those are the ones I'm thinking of right now. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy this. Here's something new we're doing now, is we're actually closing our gate, which we never used to do before. Reason being is because we're letting Lil out to graze. We don't have it fully fenced off yet, but fenced off enough for her because she's just so sweet she doesn't even try to get out anywhere.
It's Daddy and Caleb getting the wood chips. Fiddle! Yummy! Looks like it's full.
Just a pretty white tree. All right, coming home with a nice big load of wood chips, and it is snowing. Crazy Missouri weather. I don't know if you can see the snow, but it is snowing. Taylor's getting the gate for us. Here is one of the most fantastic young men that I know. Look at that snow falling. It is spring. This isn't supposed to be happening. It's supposed to be snowing in spring?
No.
Isn't it craziness?
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is one of the reasons why we chose Missouri, isn't it? So that there's variation in the weather.
Yeah.
Sometimes that variation can be a little extreme and kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But we still love it. Do we love it? Do you love it? Do you love it? Do you love it, Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Back with the wood chips, and we've got a bunch to do. Nice full load of wood chips. So we're going to be taking those wood chips, putting them into our walking paths. We're going to be moving some material out of here and putting them into our chicken yards. So some of this here is going to go into the chicken yard. So we're going to give them a bunch of this composted manure, give them something to scratch through, and they will get some feed in there. So we're going to be adding some material to this chicken area, to the chicken area over there, and there's another chicken area over there. So from the chicken area over there that's out by the main pasture, we're probably going to actually take the hay and manure and just throw it over, so to give them a hay manure to scratch through and get some food that way. So that's what we're going to be working on right now.
Look at Esther pulling Juju the wagon. Rose has gotten pretty friendly. Daddy's just petting her. She likes it.
We did a big dump in here, one there, and then another one back there. And the chickens are just loving it. They're all over it. So this is one chicken yard. Put a bunch in here.
And this is the third chicken yard. We put all this manure in here.
Whenever you go into the chicken area,
Chickens are loving it.
all right, so I said that when we figure out how we're going to divert this water out of our garden area, so when it has major rain events, it doesn't just carry our material out of here. We're working on it right now. So what the water was doing was it was coming through here, and then it was wanting to cut this way, and then go that way, and then carry material out. So what we're going to do right here is bank this up a little bit, dig out here, and then all the way. By the way, you've seen us using this rake a bunch. We call it a rake because the man who made it calls it a rake, and he calls it the no-break rake. And I can tell you what, we have done serious digging with this thing, cement work, you can see the cement down there, and all kinds of garden work, but we have beat this thing up, and it hasn't broken yet. So he named it aptly. This is a no-break rake.
Yeah.
And it was Matthias Penn who made this. He's a blacksmith, and he's taught Caleb. He's the one that taught Caleb how to do some blacksmithing. And actually, he's featured on one of our videos last year. One of our first videos last year when we went to Baker Creek Seed Festival. He was there and I interviewed him. Matthias Penn. And guess what? We're going to Baker Creek this year. It's the first Sunday and Monday in May.
Yep.
We'll be there. We're going to go and try to find Doug and Stacy with Off-Grid Doug and Stacy. We're going to try to find Kevin and Sarah with Living Traditions. And whoever else we can meet up with there.
On Sunday.
On Sunday. So we'll be looking forward to that. And if you're around this area in the Ozarks of Missouri, come on out there and find us. We'd love to meet you. So let's divert this water and save all this material that we're putting on the garden. Let's do it this way. Okay, so we figured out our best way to take the water is to take it right through here, through this raised bed. So what we'll do is we'll just notch this raised bed off and stop. The raised bed will stop here. Then our new raised bed for this section will continue here and then continue on this way. So we're gonna make our trench right through here.
And then it drops downhill once it gets out of the garden and goes right down the creek path to the creek. Got it. Alright, so here it is. Got a trench on out of the garden. Good job, love.
Yeah. Now we know this is not permanent, right? I mean, what we really need to do for future is dig it out a little more. Love our geese. So what we need to do is dig it out a little deeper and then fill it with gravel, and that will last a lot longer.
Yep.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Down the road.
Down the road. All right, another hugely productive day here on the homestead. I'll show you real quick what we did. This was a huge mound of the composted horse manure. That's all been moved. Wood chips added here in the walkways. Wood chips here, this walkway. Okay, so here's where the wood chips end, but we got wood chips all the way by the raised beds, all the way now. And we filled in over there wood chips. We also have the miscellaneous spots that washed away. We've got that filled back in. So these are all spots that washed away. There's the drainage ditch that we put in right there. This had washed away. You can see the different color. That's the new stuff. The whole raised bed along the back end of our fence has now got soil in it. Woohoo! Look at all that growing space. Okay, now these raised beds are super duper simple. We lay these cants down. It's an oak. Cants are kind of like railroad ties, but they haven't been oiled yet or preserved or anything. So they're just the oak. And then this back are cutoffs. And we just set them in there and then allow the dirt to actually, the dirt is what's holding them up. So all along the back, that's all we did. So our trailer is still loaded with the horse manure. Unfortunately, the last time I made a trip there, blew a tire on that trailer. I was going like 55 miles an hour. And so once the rim got totally destroyed. Unfortunate, but you know, it just, stuff happens. You just keep going forward. I had Nathan with me, and Nathan said, it was scary. I don't know why he thought it was scary, but I think he was just like, it was exciting, you know. We have new tires on the way, ordered them from Walmart. They're a weird size, but anyways, for that trailer. So we have a whole load of the composted horse manure still, and one of the resources where we can get the wood chips, I just heard the other day that they still have one load left for the free wood chips. And I think this garden is going to be rocking. This is going to be our first, I believe, this is going to be our first really good garden where just abundance is going to come from this garden. I believe it. So glad that you could be with us on this journey and this adventure, because I think you're going to be able to experience this abundance with us and rejoice with us. So thank you so much for watching today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hey, do us a favor. choose one of our videos that's your favorite video or funniest video or stupidest video and share it. Share it on Facebook, tweet it, email. You can share it via email. Email it to some people. Whatever. Share it, would you please? Remember to check us out on Patreon now. And whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.
You want to say hi to Daddy? Here she is.